My name's LeFlore. I'm originally from Silver Spring, Maryland, and I went to undergrad at Haverford College. And right after Haverford, I went to the Federal Reserve in New York. I spent 3 years doing economic research and spent 1 year in their markets group working for 2 temporary lending facilities. For me, the reason was less about the distance, it was just more about the schools and the fit. I came into the graduate school application process with a pretty strong understanding that those 2 schools were the best fit for me and what I want to do with my career. One of the things that really drew me to Stanford was the fact that it had a strong public management program, as well as the fact that it had a flexible curriculum. It is actually a great benefit to me because I'm going to be truncating my time at both schools, so I wanted to get the most out of my classes. And the people here are just absolutely incredible. The hardest part was just applying. The application process for both schools are incredibly rigorous, and they're highly selective programs, so the chances of me getting into both were very slim, and I knew that going in, but I made sure just to give it my all and spent a lot of time just making sure that I was honing my story and that I really was sure about what I wanted to do with my career and find a way to articulate that through my essays. Once I got in, it was actually surprisingly easy. Logistically, the way it works with my program and almost all dual degree policy programs is that I spent my first year at Princeton, and I came here this year as a first year MBA student, and I'm going to be at Stanford all year. And then I go back to Princeton for the fall, so I missed the fall quarter here, and then my last 2 quarters I'll be at Stanford and graduate with the class I came in with here. My first year at Princeton, I came in just like everybody else as a first year and got really close to my classmates, and I love them all to death, and it was sad to have to leave them, which is definitely a downside of doing these programs. But coming here, I've also made incredible friends, and I do feel like I'm just a part of the first year class, and I even have housing for next year, which is also nice. And I'm going to be living with some of my closest friends here, and they know I'm going to be gone for a quarter, but I'm confident I'm going to be able just to fill my spot for that quarter, and then I'll come back and just live with my friends and try to make the most out of the rest of my time here. There are certain opportunities that I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that I would really have wanted to if I was going to be here for 2 years. For instance, Stanford has this Leadership Fellows program, which is where an MBA 2 takes a small group of MBA 1s and helps them through their first quarter and their leadership lab experience, and that's something that I gained a lot from in my first quarter, and I would have wanted to participate in as an MBA 2, but unfortunately I'm going to be gone in the fall. It's not as crazy as it sounds. It's very doable, and a lot of people do it. I think the thing that I advise people for, no matter what graduate program that they want to do, is to just know what it is that they want to get out of these programs. Especially if you're going to do something like this jointly, you know that you're giving up some time at one program in order to be able to complete both simultaneously. So if you're willing to give up that time and you think that you're going to be able to benefit from the curriculum and the exposure that you're going to get at both schools, I say there's no reason not to go for it.